Today's story is a big one. We're talking about Kaspa, the Layer 1 blockchain that just made a massive leap forward with its much-anticipated Crescendo Hardfork. On May 5th, 2025, right around 1500 UTC, Kaspa's Crescendo Hardfork officially went live. This upgrade brings the network into version 1.0.0, marking its first full-scale production release after years of development. Crescendo brings a real measurable transformation to how Kaspa works on a fundamental level. At the heart of it is a major increase in block production speed. The network jumped from producing 1 block per second to 10 blocks per second. And that might sound like a simple change, but under the hood, it's a huge leap for any decentralized blockchain. To understand the impact, you have to look at what makes Kaspa different from other blockchains in the first place. Most chains, including Bitcoin and Ethereum, use a linear structure where blocks are added one after another. This can create bottlenecks. In contrast, Kaspa uses something called a block DAG structure. DAG stands for Directed Acyclic Graph. In simple terms, Kaspa is designed to accept multiple blocks at the same time rather than forcing them into a strict queue. Now, with Crescendo, Kaspa turns that up to 11, or rather to 10 blocks per second. That's 10 times more throughput. Blocks are now created every 100 milliseconds instead of every 1,000. That means faster confirmations, shorter wait times, and a much smoother experience for users. Imagine sending a transaction and getting near instant confirmation. That's what Crescendo is trying to deliver. But this wasn't just a flip of the switch upgrade. The Crescendo Hardfork is the result of years of planning and testing, specifically under what was called KIP-14, the Kaspa improvement proposal that laid out all the technical details. This proposal covered everything from block production rates to protocol updates, finality, depth, and even storage management. The move to 10 BPS introduces a new set of challenges, especially around data storage. Faster blocks mean more data flying around, and to help with that, Crescendo introduced a new retention period days setting. This allows node operators to decide how long they want to store historical data. By default, the pruning period is dropping from about 50 hours to 30 hours, which means the network keeps less data unless the node operator adjusts it. It's a clever way to maintain performance without overwhelming the hardware running these nodes. Another key piece is Protocol version 7. This is the new peer-to-peer communication layer that nodes use to talk to each other. Starting 24 hours before the hard fork on May 4th, nodes began exclusively connecting with others using this new protocol version. So if you didn't upgrade your node software, you were effectively kicked off the main network. This wasn't an optional update, it was a must. Crescendo also tweaks other important parameters. The GhostDAG-K parameter, which controls how many blocks can be safely processed in parallel, has increased from 18 to 124. The maximum number of parent blocks a new block can reference also jumps from 10 to 16. These changes help manage the higher block frequency and prevent congestion or accidental forks. So what does this mean for Kaspa fans? If you're a miner, this update could be a game changer. The hash rate has already surged past 1,090 petahashes per second as of early April. That level of mining activity suggests serious interest in the network's growth. But with faster block creation, block rewards are distributed more frequently, and competition may rise. Plus, the finality depth has been increased from 86,400 to 432,000 blocks, and Coinbase maturity has jumped from about 100 to 1,000 blocks. These changes mean rewards will take longer to fully mature, which could affect short-term profitability but strengthen long-term network security. For regular users, it's all about speed. Transactions now confirm in near real time. That opens up possibilities for real-world payments, fast gaming apps, and even decentralized finance platforms built directly on Kaspa. For node operators, the message is simple: upgrade or be left behind. The new software version, built using Rust and released on March 31st, contains everything you need to stay connected. Zooming out a little, what Kaspa is doing here is addressing what we often call the blockchain trilemma, the challenge of simultaneously achieving decentralization, security, and scalability. Most networks sacrifice one to get to the other two. Kaspa's Crescendo Hardfork makes a serious attempt to keep all three intact. It's still proof of work, so it hasn't given up on security. It's still permissionless and open source, preserving decentralization. And remember, Kaspa didn't start with VC money or private token sales. It had a fair launch back in November of 2021. No pre-mine, no airdrops, no insider allocations, just code and community. Today, it's valued at over $2.36 billion in market cap, and it's just one of the few coins that's managed to steadily grow without media hype or flashy marketing. Per reports, the team is working on future upgrades, with some test nets already showing performance up to 32 blocks per second and future goals aiming at 100 blocks per second. Kaspa is also exploring ZK rollups, layer 2 technologies that would let apps scale even further without losing the network's core security and decentralization. To sum it up, Crescendo is more than just a version number. It's the moment Kaspa steps out of the shadows and shows that proof-of-work blockchains can be fast, secure, and scalable. It challenges the idea that high throughput means centralization, and it might just be the start of something much bigger.